Hi guys, today we're going to talk about something very important. It's the self-sabotage, and this is part 5 of my series about self-sabotage. Today we're going to talk about subconscious commitments and core needs. We often experience intense inner conflicts or something called self-sabotage because of something called core commitments. And core commitments is basically our driver for our life, our intention for our life, what is our primary objective for our life. You can identify your core commitments by what you struggle with the most and what you're most driven by. And when you begin to find out the motivations behind that and you begin to shit out the layers, when you get to the end of the point, you can find out what exactly is it that drives your life. For example, if somebody has a core commitment to feel free, they may self-sabotage themselves in their work opportunities that arises for them. If someone's core commitment is to feel wanted, they may end up in a series of relationships in which they have intense connections, but they sabotage their way because they have a hard time committing to that relationship because they're afraid of the spark will fade away. If somebody's core commitment is to feel loved by others, they might pretend to be helpless in certain situations or areas of their life because if they were able to do those things, they would be feared that somebody would leave them. So they pretend to be helpless so other people can help them and they feel loved that way. And if you have a feeling of wanting to have control, you might have an irrational anxiety about something that is going to happen in the future that can represent a emotion of loss of control. Your core commitments is actually a cover-up for your core needs, and it's exact the opposite of your core commitments. And when you've found your core need, you're actually one step closer to find your purpose. If your subconscious core commitment is to be in control, your core need is to trust people. And if your core need or your core commitment is to feel needed, your cover-up need is actually that you want to feel wanted in the world. And if your core commitment is loved by others, then your core need is self-love. If you begin to ignore your core needs, it can be really bad, because if you're like, let's say, a person that needs trust from other people, the less that you get that, the more you want to be in control of things. And sometimes it actually goes into unhealthy habits or something that you hyperfixate on. So that could be unhealthy eating patterns, eating too much, eating too little. It can be that you're isolating yourself. Another thing is also that you are fixating on your appearance. That could be, let's say, you go too much up into your fashion, you look too much into your physique, and you're always trying to pinpoint the small things that you have to change about yourself. If you're a person that has a core commitment of that you want freedom, then what you really want is that you want the autonomy. So the less that you actually build a life on your own terms, the more you would actually feel drained and exhausted if you don't do that, because you will always be like, I should be happy, but you never really go after that. So you sabotage all the opportunities that you get, and then you're always wondering, why am I not happy when I should be happy? But that's because you're always postponing your core needs. Is that if you really want to have the freedom and the autonomy, you should build a life of your own. More importantly is that once you begin to ask yourself what you really want in life, at that point you're going to stop battling with the symptoms and you will slowly begin to live in accordance with your core needs. And that's what I see with most people, that when they don't find their purpose, is that they never really ask themselves what they really want in life. And you can never really be fully 100% sure that what you really want in life is what you really want in life. But if it feels like something is talking to you, then you should probably go do it. So find out, like, from what we talked about today, what is your core commitments, and then reverse it. What are those core needs about that? Once you begin to live in accordance with yourself, you will always feel kind of fulfilled, you know? Let me know if this was a video you really wanted to hear. Let me know if you learned anything, and if it was bad, or if I could do anything better. Please let me know in the comments, guys. Take care and peace out.